Question 41. The Sacred Heart Monastery, a non-profit religious organization. So this is very important data info for this question. Owns a large tract of land in metropolitan area. The following structures are situated on the land. So mayroong church at saka mayroong convent building. And a 5-story dormitory exclusively used for retreat visiting foreign clerics, for which a mandatory non-profit lodging fee is charged to cover the maintenance. The 2-story building on the corner of the property, that's the third one, corner property where 60% of the space is rented out para sa commercial printing press. Itong number 2, something that is related doon sa religious organization. Pero it is intended, the fee is intended only to cover the maintenance. So we cannot see any profit goal in having that fee on the visiting foreign clerics. So dito naman sa third, may 2-story, pero ito ay pinarintahan. 60% of that is para doon sa commercial printing press that publishes religious materials for community. Yung 40% naman is para doon sa monasteries, charitable disaster relief goods. So lahat ito ay parang walang unrelated dito. Liban lang dito, kaya lang para ito sa religious materials. Pero, iba itong commercial printing press. Hindi siya related doon sa simbahan. The entire income from the rent is used for the maintenance and repair of the church itself. So, the question is, based on constitutional use test, for property tax exemption, which requires the property to be actually, directly, and exclusively used for religious purposes. Now, what is the correct real property tax treatment for the monastery's properties? Okay, so ngayon, based doon sa sa theory, ang pagiging exempted ng religious is only to the extent of RPT, yung real property taxes. And the condition is kailangan yung property na yan ginagamit directly at saka exclusively. It was interpreted na ang ibig sabihin niyan na it is primarily used for religious organization, and also secondary, ma-qualify din yung secondary use for incidental purpose. So, example, yung ginawa siyang monastery, that is for incidental purpose, or ginawang parking lot, or itong mga retreat, dormitory, para sa visiting foreign clerics ay ganun din. That's incidental to that purpose. Now, alamin natin dito sa choices. Ano dito yung tama when it comes to the correct real property tax treatment sa monastery properties. Okay. Now, letter A is only the church and convent are exempt. The dormitory is taxable because the fee, sabi dito, ang dormitory daw is taxable because the fee is charged, which makes the use proprietary. Okay. Pero kung tingnan mo dito, it was used just to cover the maintenance. So, hindi siya for profit. The 2-story building is fully taxable due to commercial rental activity, regardless of the lease's purpose, which is correct in here. Kasi nga dito, para siya sa commercial printing that is not related doon sa simbahan. Though ang kanyang pinapublish ay mga religious materials. Kumbaga, nag-exercise siya ng printing for religious materials, pero commercial siya na printing press. So, hindi siya ma-qualify for tax exempt. So, that is true in that case. Pero, hindi siya tama pagdating dito sa dormitory. Kasi, incidental to the purpose of the religion is having a dormitory for foreign clerics. again, that imposing the fee does not qualify that church or yung religious organization with respect to that dormitory para magiging or maklasify siya as proprietary. So again, I cannot, this is not the correct answer. Letter B, the church, convent, and dormitory are exempt. Lahat. The two-story building is taxable only 60% lease to printing press because taxable daw sa while the storage facility remains exempt. Ang sabi ng storage used for monastery's charitable relief goods, which is correct. Okay? Ang convent, church, convent, dormitory, which is correct. Two-story building, taxable only sa 60%. Okay? Because this portion violates exclusivity of use. Okay? Violates the exclusivity of use. So, I think this is not the ground for that. So, there is something questionable here. But, making it 60% taxable, I could agree with that. And the 40% remains exempt. Now, this is something questionable, but most of it are true. Letter C is the church, convent, and dormitory, and the 40% of the two-story are all exempt, which is correct. The 60%, which they are the same, right? Kasi dito, exempt. 60% portion leads to commercial press is taxable because the activity is not directly, exclusively religious. Kasi ginagamit siya sa commercial pagrenta. Hindi naman siya ginagamit para sa religious activity. Okay, so, ang ginagawa ng printing press, yung publication ng mga religious material, hindi yun exercise of religious activity. So, nangyari, kahit ganon yung kanyang output, hindi yun makonsider. And it could not be the basis to make that particular space or property exempt from real property tax. So, sabi nga dito, even if the income is dedicated to the church maintenance, kahit na ang pinagbasihan again ng exemption of RPT is the use of property yun for religious activity. Okay, so kung gamitin mo yung property na yan, kahit na pagmamayari pa yan ng simbahan, pero kung hindi siya ginagamit sa religious activity, then it will not be exempt from RPT or real property tax. So this is the most accurate. Itong kasi tama na sana ito. Kaya lang sabi dito, because this portion violates the exclusivity of use. That is not the basis of exclusive, hindi talaga yung exclusivity of use is not the ground for the exemption of the 60%. Why? It's not the ground for the exemption, yung exclusivity. Ang interpretation dito is hindi siya kailangan, pwede na siyang primarily. And, again, kasali na din yung secondarily used, which is tinatawag na incidental. So, that's not the, exclusivity is not the ground for the exemption. Exclusivity of the use. Sa letter D, all the structures entirely exempt. So yun, una-una, we cannot agree with this one because part of 40%, the 60% that was rent, yung pinarenta doon sa commercial press, commercial printing press, is not exempt from the RPT, yung particular na property na yan. So therefore, ang kanyang argument kasi dito, because the entire net income generated from all sources of the property is demonstrably and exclusively applied to principal purpose of religion. Again, kahit na halimbawa, sasabihin natin na yung renta na ibinibigay ng printing press ay ginamit ng simbahan doon sa kanilang religious activity, it does not justify sa pagiging exempted sa real property tax. So, balikan nyo lang yung explanation ko dito na yung paggamit ang basis natin sa exemption, paggamit for religious activity. Not the ownership and not also the usage of the proceeds of that commercial activity.